In this week's newscast, the man accused of murdering Hayley Dodd claims that he is innocent.
And an elderly man's effort to lobby the government to take action against alleged youth crimes.
This is the Evening News with Ivan Leung and Danielle Staniskov.
Good evening. After missing for more than 16 years, police have announced a major breakthrough by charging Francis John Wark for allegedly murdering missing teenager Hayley Dodd. But the man has vigorously denied responsibility. Helene Fung has a summary.
A mystery that shocked and puzzled WA for 16 years is close to being solved. Or is it? 59-year-old Francis John Wark has been issued with an arrest warrant for alleged willful murder of 17-year-old girl Hayley Dodd. Wark is a convicted rapist currently serving time in a Queensland jail. Police allege that Wark, who lived in Bidjagara at the time, abducted Hayley when she was walking along North West Road on 29 July 1999. They also allege that he then murdered her and disposed of her body. Wark's lawyer Daryl Ryan said that his client won't fight an extradition to WA to face trial and wants to clear his name. Hayley's mother, Margaret Dodd, thanked the community for their support after this week's breakthrough.
Anything's worth it trying to find Hayley. You know, we can't rest until we can bring her home.
Helene Fung, Police Headquarters.
The Fremantle CBD is undergoing a major facelift with exciting redevelopment plans announced recently by the City Council. The transformation involves converting some of the old warehouses for residential and commercial use.
New life has been breathed into Fremantle CBD, with new developments attracting more residents.
We're very, very pleased to have reached this point. The pre-commitment sales target has been achieved, and that means that the project will go ahead.
The $130 million development, named as Heirloom, will convert the city's historic Dalgety wool stores into warehouse apartments. 70% of pre-sales targets have already been achieved. The Deputy Mayor is confident that this project will make Fremantle more vibrant.
When you get more people in an urban centre, you get greater street vibrancy, you get greater culture and energy, but you also get much better support for local businesses.
Other revitalisation schemes are already on the way. The Council's $1.3 billion redevelopment plan aims to upgrade Fremantle's competitiveness among other suburbs. Marianne Candelora, WAMN News.
An elderly man is hosting a petition in Danielle, hoping to lobby the government to take action against alleged local youth crimes on Elsgood Street. WAMN News was given exclusive access to the CCTV footages showing rocks and sticks were allegedly thrown at the property.
Well, the neighbours are fed up on the fact that they realise that nothing will happen. That nothing will happen to fix the situation. And I have been told by many, many residents that I am wasting my time.
Residents and business owners told us that they are fed up with these attacks. The issue had been raised with the police minister in February, but no further action was taken due to lack of evidence. According to Mr. Sticker, 60 residents have signed his petition so far.
The Safety Bay Beach is in lockdown after 3.5 million litres of sewage spilled onto the coastline this week. Residents were advised to stay away from the beach as the investigation is still ongoing. The Water Corporation believes the leakage will not have a long-term impact. Meanwhile, the opposition is calling for an alert system to be created for swimmers about pollution.
We know that our sewerage system is old in parts, that it does have failures, that you have pump station failures. The government has to tell people when these events occur to make sure that people don't put their health at risk by swimming in water that's contaminated with sewage.
A crisis meeting has begun in Bangkok to solve the refugee incident in Southeast Asia. More than 20,000 immigrants have travelled from the Bay of Bengal between January and March this year. A majority of the refugees comes from Bangladesh and Myanmar. Most of them ended up seeking asylum in Thailand, Indonesia and Malaysia. Last week, the Australian government has made it clear that they won't help to settle some of the refugees, despite the fact that they are stranded at sea.
Violence in Ukraine has decreased recently since the ceasefire began in February this year. However, both sides often accuse each other of violating the conditions. In a press conference, Ukraine Defence Minister claimed that Russia supports the separatists and their actions are hard to predict. The minister feared that the fight will resume due to an influx of Russian armed forces as tanks and weaponry are being moved into Donetsk.
And those are the stories you need to know this week. We have the latest news on our website.
Until we see you again next Sunday, good night.